What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rom. Yo, first of all, I just hit 25k subs, man, which was my goal by the end of the year. And we hit that mark about 3-4 days early, man. So for all my subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I mean this. I appreciate that. Alright? It means the world to me. With that being said, I'm going to be starting a new channel because, as you guys know, I am going to Barranquilla for the month of February for the festival. And this is going to be officially my first trip out of the country. And I'm going to take you guys on this journey with me. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the intro and go from there. Alright? Appreciate you guys, man. Love y'all. Alright, you guys, now before we get started, man, like I've said before, I want this channel to be able to run itself. I'm going to be continuing to run the other channel. So before we get into this, please hit that subscribe button right now, bro. Please hit that subscribe button. As you know, you need 1,000 to get monetized. Hit that subscribe button right now and hit that like button. And please watch this to the end, alright? Because we gonna need those watch hours too, alright? So sooner we get this monetized, the sooner we can get the ball rolling on this. All right, you guys. I really want to spread this message, and I really want to share this experience with you guys. All right. So with that in mind, man, I just want to thank everybody that has subscribed to the Average Man Unplugged channel. As you guys know, I've started my channel about 1.5 years ago. Originally it was, you know, pretty much RP content, advice, you know, just being very transparent, letting people, sharing my experiences with guys, fitness videos. As you guys know, I go to the gym 5 days a week. I actually want to play a clip for you guys real quick, and it's one of my subscribers, man, and I had to say, man, this shout out to you, bro. Like, I gotta, bro, this really touched my heart, man. This meant a lot to me, bro, because it lets me know that I am making a difference with my channel. You know what I mean? I am making an impact, and I'm really happy to hear that, man. So let me play this clip for you guys real quick.
You know, there's been a lot of people that's been influential in my life, but as far as my YouTube career, I'm going to tell you the first one. Goes by the name, the testimony for the average man. Who is the average man? Well, he's a dude that thought he was too skinny, so he started getting ripped. Basically, he got ripped. And he said he used to have weightlifting videos on his channel. Now, it was very awe-inspiring to really might want to get back in the gym. Get your fat ass back in the goddamn gym. That's what it comes down to get my fat ass back in the gym. To get back to that life. In late high school, I was a gym rat late in high school. And getting that need and getting that hunger to get back in there and make it start happening once again. I'm saying, it's time. It's time. And you see his videos, and you see a definitive growth in strength and effort in how he produced his stuff. Without a doubt. I've seen even improvement even in the last 3 or 4 videos. Major improvement. Moving fast, moving ahead. He's well on his way. He is well on his way. He got a good count, and what stood out to me is that he quit his job. He got to a certain point and redoubled the effort and investment in the channel. Basically, you seeing the blueprint, literally the blueprint of what you're supposed to do when you're here on YouTube. You're supposed to build your way. You're supposed to find your way. You're supposed to talk to other YouTubers. Maybe I get my shit together. Maybe I can get an interview out of him. But I must make myself of value for that to happen. I am a passport bro, confirmed.
Alright, well, first of all, I want to say, man, thank you, brother. And, bro, if you want to interview, just email me. We'll make it happen, alright? You ain't got to. Just email me, brother. I got you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man, because that lets me know I am making an impact. And I get emails every day of guys saying that I'm making a difference, man. So I appreciate that. I always keep my email address in the description, in case you guys didn't know. So, man, let me tell you guys something, man. First off, shout out to Andrew Tate. Strong body makes a strong man. As you see videos and pictures of me working out, man, this is the foundation for me, man. And I would highly suggest that all men start here, because for one, it doesn't take a whole lot to invest in your body. I mean, a gym membership is $20 a month. Like, what's that? That really ain't hurting nobody's pockets. You know what I mean? Plus, it motivates you to want to go, because who wants to keep wasting that $20 every month? All right. 2, man, especially if you're a newbie, I'm like, those first few months, you're going to get those newbie gains, and I'm telling you, man, you're gonna start feeling yourself, and you're going to get hooked. And that was the same thing that happened to me. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the things that you really want in life don't come easy. I'm in the best shape of my life now, but I can't say that it came easy. I've been training fairly consistent for about the last 5-6 years now. And let me tell you, there are days where I do not feel like going to the gym. But being obsessed with fitness is what got me to where I am now physically.
Bruh.
I would have never thought I would look the way I look now.
You win.
And honestly, I think I could be better if I was even more strict with my diet, and maybe even a little bit more active, so to speak. I mean, I go 5 times a week, but there's guys out here that are going 6, 7 days a week. You know what I mean? So I know guys that do this. I think it's crazy, but there's guys that do that. But the reason why I mention that is referencing back to the guy's clip that I played. It came the same way with the YouTube channel. It didn't start gaining traction till I became obsessed with it, to the point where the consistency showed through the obsession. Being obsessed with it and being consistent. Like, those 2 words, I want y'all to hold those 2 words, man, and hold them in unison. Because you're gonna be consistent with something that you're obsessed with. If you're obsessed with something that is gonna be essential and productive and beneficial to your life, I guarantee you it will be fairly easy to become consistent with it. I slowly started to see my channel grow as I continued to just upload. I did at least one upload a day at the beginning of January. That was one of my New Year's resolutions. I said I'm gonna start being more consistent and uploading one a day because I want to see this channel grow. I really want to get the ball rolling, and I really want to get out of this rat race and, you know, be on my own. I didn't want to work for anybody else anymore. So what you have is, I guess in a way, I kind of agree with him, a blueprint. I slowly invested in myself, and I just became consistent. And here I am. Now, as far as becoming a passport pro, as you guys know, I am going to Barranquilla. That is my first trip. I am scheduled to leave Tuesday morning, January 31st, and I will be headed back home February 27th. So I'm going to be staying out there for about a month. My reason for picking Barranquilla first was because of the carnival, and two, it's a little less touristy, and I wanted something that was, you know, a little bit more low key, so that way I wouldn't have to worry about trying to, you know, cipher through the pros and the non-pros. Although I know they're probably in all cities, I would imagine. I just figured Barranquilla would probably be a little bit, you know, more regular girls, so to speak. So the reason why I decided to get my passport was, as you imagine, I think a lot of people were really affected by the death of Kevin Samuels, because the passport movement wasn't really gaining that much. It really didn't. It had a little bit of traction, but it wasn't really getting everybody attention like that. You had guys like Zoom to Thailand pop up. You know what I mean? I'm like, to be honest with you, he was one of the guys that really kind of helped my channel grow, because I did a couple of reactions to him, and it seemed like every time I did a reaction to him, it was like I was getting a lot of subs. I would get like a nice little surge of subscribers, and I'm kind of like, what's going on with this movement? So, you know, as I continue to grow, I'm looking into it more. And then, you know, I start getting hip to guys like Ace Live, who is a huge inspiration. And then I'm kind of like, okay, I see what's going on over here. And then, you know, the death of Kevin Samuels and just seeing women's reaction just kind of changed everything. I think that's what kind of like gave me the push I needed to say, okay, you know what, Jerome, you might want to consider getting your passport, because seeing how these women reacting to his death, it ain't nothing gonna change. It's not gonna get any better over here. So right after that, a couple months after that, that's when I went to Utah. I have that trip on my Average Man Unplugged channel. I'm like, if you want to check that out, go look for it. And I was very inspired because, you know, I was pretty much surrounded by money. A lot of businessmen. Just inspired to want more for myself than, you know, just working for somebody else. And a lot of these people that I were meeting were pretty much just people working for themselves. You know, different from people, companies from all over the world. Spoke to somebody that was from Australia, and, you know, and all over the country. So when I came back, I remember I had like 850 something subscribers, and I was like, all right, I'm really about to get down and grind. So, you know, I started putting more of a, I guess you want to say, an effort, so to speak, in my videos. And you know, I discovered the SYSBM, and then that kind of translated right back into the passport movement. And then next thing you know, I do a reaction to Austin Holloman, along with my viral moment of spazzing on Kayla who used to be on Lapeef Network.
Sometimes a woman don't take.
I just told you what we crazy. I just told you what we crazy.
The issue is that you think you deserve it because you got a dick. That's the problem.
See, and here she go. Yeah, just like you feel like you deserve to get taken out on dates and get paid for just because you got a fucking vagina. Bitch. Is you fucking talking about? Out of here, bruh. That fucking attitude. That attitude right there is exactly what the we fucking talking about. And till this day, those are like the 2 most watched videos on my channel. Matter of fact, the Austin Holloman video, when I reacted to him, is the most viewed channel. I think it's like 170,000 views. So yeah, insane. So I mean, so yeah, so I'm like, so I think it's funny because I'm like, me and Austin kind of went viral around the same time. I had my viral moment, you know, with the whole Kayla situation, but I think that combined with me reacting to him going viral, I think that's what kind of like, you know, gave me the push that I needed. And then people started saying like, oh, okay, like he has a little bit of something for everybody. Like I've seen that a lot in the comments. Like, you know, he's just not talking about passport stuff. He's talking about stuff going on here. I'm like, I just talk about the passport stuff because I see it as a solution to the problems that we have going on here, especially for men. So that's pretty much how I'm looking at things. You know what I mean? I'm a problem solver. I like to get things done. So eventually, you know, I it's funny, you know, the guy mentioned that I quit my job. It's like once I noticed that I was basically making the same amount, if not more than what I would monthly, where I was working at, which was good. I left there making like 52,000 a year. So it wasn't like I wasn't making bad money, but it was just kind of like, you know, I'm just tired of answering to people and being stressed. So, because you gotta imagine, I was working 10 hours. I was working 10-hour a day, working 10-hour days, going to the gym, also after work every day. So you gotta imagine, I'm like, if you include commute, I'm like, that's like a good 13 hours that I'm out every single day. And then as soon as I come home, you know, not only do I gotta still get my meals in, and I'm like, I gotta get this content in too, and get it ready get it ready to premiere for the next day. So then once I started growing, that's when I you know, people, I don't want to say people at work started noticing, but I'll say I was a little bit paranoid. Nobody at work really knew until I put in my 2-week notice. Because, of course, everybody wants to know, like, well, what are you doing? Where are you going to go? And I just love telling them, like, I'm home. I'm going to be at home. I'm working from home. So, you know, once word got around a little bit about my channel, you know, but by this point, you know, I've already put in my 2 weeks. And, you know, once I did that, like the man sent in the clip, that's when I started doubling down. Why? Because I got more time on my hands. So you know what? Now it's time for me to double down on this content. I'm going to start putting out 2 videos a day. As you guys know now, I'm putting out 3 videos a day. And I'm going live 2-3 times a week. You know, just depending on what's going on. So, I will say this, man. I love what I do. And I love the fact that I'm making a difference. And I love the fact that I'm making an impact. I mean, every time I get an email or I see a comment of somebody saying, you know, what you're doing, you have no idea how much of a difference you make. You don't realize how much you inspired me to go to the gym, or you don't know how much you inspired me to go get a passport and see what's out there. Cause I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. I'm scared as shit. I'm not gonna sit over here and lie to you guys. I'm like, dude, I'm literally about to leave the country for the first time. I don't know what to expect. I don't have a clue what's gonna happen. But I will tell you this, I'm damn sure excited, and I'm damn sure looking forward to it. It's definitely a mix of emotions, that's for sure. But what I want to tell you guys is that when it comes to these haters and these detractors, don't let them shame you. I've got plenty of reaction videos going over why they do this. We already know this. But my thing is, don't be scared to do it. And the reason why I say that is because I actually had to get over the fear of flying before I even got to this point. Because my trip to Utah was my first time flying. New Orleans back in September was my second time flying. So this is literally only my third time. This is only going to be my third time ever flying. On top of that. So it ain't like I'm over here willy-nilly. You know what I mean? I'm still a baby, you know what I mean? And I'm a passport virgin, if you want to say. So with that in mind, what I want to leave you with is, don't be scared. And if you know what, if you are scared, that's okay too. Because like I said, I'm scared, I'm nervous. But you know what? I would rather do this being scared and nervous than not do this at all. Because I'm scared and nervous. You get where I'm coming from? If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I want you to pay attention to what I just said. If you are scared, or you have some sense of fear, or whatever the case may be, that's okay. But wouldn't you rather do it and be scared at the same time than not do it at all? Who knows what's gonna come out of this? So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that here. I want to thank guys. First of all, I gotta start off with Richie Mazum to Thailand. He showed me more support than anybody. I mean, he was showing support before I even had 500 subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, he's really shown love. So Richie Mac, man, be looking out for me, man. I will be seeing you in April, my friend. Indeed. Austin Holloman. Shout out to the Gen Zs. I mean, we literally went viral and blew up, like, literally simultaneously. It's so weird. Actually about to have an interview with him soon. So I'm hoping in the future, you know what I mean, we'll be able to cross paths. And you know, I definitely think that'll be something for the people to see, because our channels blew up at the same time. So you hear both of our names a lot in the same circle, and I love that, because that lets me know that we're making a difference. So shout out to Austin Holloman, man, especially for the Gen Zs, because that's the people that those are the guys that I'm really trying to reach, because they are the future, man. Man, shout out to guys like, oh my God, One Master Teacher, bro. Gotta show that brother some love, man. The economic part of everything is one of the huge reasons why I'm such a fan of this space, man, because it educated me in a way that it was humbling because I've always been so good with numbers, but I knew nothing about a currency exchange rate. So when I start doing the numbers, because of him, I'm far more aware of the world around me now, and I have one master teacher to thank for that. And I'm also in his Facebook group, and they've been more than welcoming. So shout out to one master teacher. Hopefully one day I'll be able to cross paths with that man and shake his hand as well. And then then I got my other guys like Jay Fleming, BMT. Shout out to Travelversity, man. I've been watching a lot of his content lately, man, and he's actually one of my subscribers, man. So I appreciate that, bruh. Hopefully I'll run into him when I get out to Thailand in April, if he's still out there. Who else, bro? It's so many guys, man. Beautiful Lies before he stopped doing YouTube. Kings and Dreams, Ask Andre, Mike's Philippine Journey, Rika, The Ivy League. Who else am I missing, man? I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Oh, shout out to Gail Nelson. The ladies that support the space. My favorite Latinas, Miss Lily, Belle, and Eric's wife Belle, and Miss Darlene. Shout out to Love, Purpose, and Passports. About to do an interview with them. Andre and Andrea love crossing borders, man. Andre, thank you, man. He has been very, very welcoming, man, and he has shown nothing but love and support, man. Shout out to him. Hopefully I cross paths with him and get to might actually be meeting him at the carnival, because he said he was going to be down there. So if I get a chance to meet him, man, that'd be dope. And hopefully we can collab or something, man. Get people some good content. Who else, bro? It's so many people, man, because I already know I feel like I'm forgetting people. Man, then you got other guys like Flyboy Wave, Vibing with Fred. It's a lot of guys out there, man. Like I've been watching other guys people probably ain't even paying attention to. So go ahead and write it down. January 31st. I will be leaving. What I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably just go live on my phone. I think I'm still gonna record like on my way down there and everything, but as far as just like keeping y'all with me, man, I'll probably end up going live on my phone here and there on this channel. Alright. So the plan right now is Colombia for this month. For that month of the carnival. Gonna come back to the States, and I'll probably stay in the States in March, probably for either a couple weeks or somewhere. I don't know. We'll kind of see how March plays out, man. It really just depends on how things are going with the channels, to be honest with you guys. But if not, at worst, I'm thinking the end of March I'll swing out to the Philippines, probably for like a short amount of time, and then maybe like a couple weeks, and then like that week of the Rolling Loud concert, I'll swing up to Thailand in April. So that's the short-term plans right now. Far as the summer and the rest of the year, it's kind of like up in the air outside of me going back to Colombia in August, because my friend said she's gonna go in August. So Colombian and for February and August is definitely on the list, and then the Philippines and Thailand. Then from there I'm just gonna try to fit in and just see how things go with the channel, man. All right, so thank you guys for watching. If you watched to the end, I appreciate this. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, all that, man, with the algorithm. Y'all know what time it is. I really would love to get this monetized before I even leave the country. I mean, I'm like, so that way it can run itself, all right, you guys. So please, man, please watch, please support, please hit the like, please subscribe, all right. I appreciate y'all. I love you guys a ton, man. And I can't wait to take you guys on this journey with me, man. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. Y'all have no idea, man. Like, for real, man. Like, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, man. Can't do this without you. Thank you.